Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. As I was meditating on the energy for your reading, I heard a message from Spirit that people are starting to see another side of you. And Pisces, you do represent duality. It's one fish swimming upwards, another fish swimming downwards. And what that means is that you have both energies. You have the shadow, you have the light. And there has been some kind of integration that has taken place within you. You have become whole. You don't have two separate energies contradicting each other. You're using both energies together for the same purpose. You're using your light, you're using your shadow. And what I'm getting here is that through some kind of spiritual work or some kind of shadow work you've been doing within yourself, you merge both of these energies. And now they're working together. They're no longer at odds. And I did hear a message from Spirit that you played dumb for smart reasons. And I don't know what this is, Pisces. Maybe somebody thought that they could underestimate you. Maybe somebody made an assumption about you. Someone made a judgment about you that was completely off. And I don't know, Pisces. It almost feels like they shot themselves in the foot because they underestimated you. You played dumb for smart reasons. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? Also, I was guided to pull a card prior to starting the reading, and it says here, focus on your priorities. Right now is not the time to get distracted. It is time to take action. So I don't know what this means for you, but it says here, focus on your priorities. Where is it that you're trying to go? Make sure that all your energy is moving in the same direction, because I'm getting something here about you merging two different sides of you, two different aspects of you that in the past may have pulled you in opposite directions. Now they're working together. Okay, I'm getting the Chariot's energy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay, human lie detector. People can't get anything past you. You're not just paying attention to people's words. You're not just paying attention to their actions. You're paying attention to the energy, and energy doesn't lie. Someone can say something, Pisces, but if you feel the energy shifting or if you feel like something is not right, you are a very intuitive sign. You can read people like a book. And what I'm getting here is almost like you receive information or downloads about people without even trying or without even asking. You just receive information. It's something to do with your crown chakra. Yeah, your crown chakra is open. So I'm talking to a very spiritual Pisces. This may not resonate for all of you, but you can read people like a book and you randomly get information, whether in dreams and synchronicities. Energetically, you pick up on a lot. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know at this time? Okay, emotional discipline. You are keeping your emotions in check. You're not allowing people to just take whatever it is they want to take. You're not allowing people to take you for granted, because what I'm getting here with emotional discipline, if you tend to be very caring, very compassionate, very generous towards people, you are learning how to channel that energy into yourself. You are learning how to do what you do for other people for yourself. Okay, block and delete. Pisces, you do not play about your peace. If someone is disturbing your peace, if someone is creating chaos or conflict in your life, you know exactly what to do. You don't even think twice. You block and delete people that are getting in the way of your goals or that are taking away your peace. You don't play about your peace. There's something here about your mental stability, your emotional stability. You're not going to let someone come in and destabilize what you've been building. Okay, you have the tendency to block and delete when you notice snakes or when you notice inconsistencies, when you notice signs of betrayal or signs of manipulation. If you notice that someone is very much into conflict or someone is in a karmic cycle, you're not going to let their decisions affect your life. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. Okay, you have emotional discipline, whereas in the past you may have felt the need to help people or to be there for them. Some people may have wanted you to save them because they saw that you have your life together. They wanted you to save them. And you realize that you can only save yourself. People have to make their own decisions. Yeah, block and delete. You're not letting anyone take away your peace. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time? And I'm also getting a message here with emotional discipline that You do have a lot of love in your heart. You do have a lot of energy. But because you've channeled this energy back into yourself, some people feel like you're selfish because you're no longer sharing your energy. But it has nothing to do with selfishness. Your boundaries have people upset because they can no longer cross them. They can no longer get their way. And you are not easy to manipulate. They cannot lie to you, is what I'm getting here. Human lie detector. Pisces, I'm getting an energy here of you telling the truth or being very honest, not in a rude way, but you're being honest in the sense that you call it out. When you see manipulation, when you see games or deceit, or when people are changing up the story, you call it out, you confront it. And if you notice that someone is not meant to be in your life, you're very quick to take action. You're not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You're not going to put up with any kind of disrespect or any kind of manipulation. Yeah, they got the wrong Pisces. You play dumb for smart reasons. It's almost like you're low key. You're not out here announcing all of your accomplishments, all of your successes, who you are, what you've done. You're not really, yeah, you're not in your ego. You're humble. But that allows people to show their cards. And when people think that your humbleness means weakness or your kindness means weakness, that's when you flip the script. Okay? Block and delete. You don't have a second thought. You don't have enemies, is what I'm getting here. You don't have negative energy inside of your body because you're trying to stay high vibrational. So you just remove people out of your life. Yeah, you're not about the drama, you're not about the conflict, and people are finding out the hard way. They can't play you, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces, and what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know? No way, Pisces drama. What did I just say? You're not about the drama. Your emotional discipline doesn't allow you to get caught up in the games. Okay? I meant what I said. You're standing on business. People can't sway your opinion. People can't change your mind. You already know what you want. Okay? Focus on your priorities. It says here, where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. You got things to do, is what I'm getting here. You got bigger fish to fry, and you don't have time to waste. Okay, someone may have tried to involve you in their drama, or someone may have tried to, I don't know what this is. It's almost like someone wanted to pull you into whatever chaos they had going on. Yeah, you don't like drama. You are protecting your peace at all costs. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Privacy is protection and power. I'm getting a very low key energy. I'm feeling the Seven of Swords, but not in a negative way. Because the Seven of Swords can talk about planning and moving in silence. When people don't know what to attack, all they can do is make things up, all they can do is assume. And you may have a lot of people that have projected things onto you that have nothing to do with who you really are or what you're really about. But you just let them assume, you just let them tell their stories, you don't bother to correct them. Yeah, your privacy is your power. People don't know where you are or what you're up to. Human lie detector. It's like spirit is revealing information to you that you may not even want to know or you're not really looking for. The information comes to you so that you can make informed decisions about your next steps. Okay? Because someone wanted to pull you into drama, but you're not about it. Okay? I'm hearing what's the tea. You don't care about the tea. I meant what I said. There's something here that you're holding strong on. Okay? You've made a decision and you're not changing your mind. Okay? Block and delete. Someone is looking for more information about you. They want to know who you are, where you come from, what moves you, what drives you. They want to understand. They want to understand you on a deeper level, not because they genuinely want to connect with you, but because they're trying to find the pressure points. They're trying to figure out what buttons they can push, what you care about, what bothers you. I'm not getting this is a genuine interest in understanding you in order to befriend you. I'm getting this is more of a control thing. What is Pisces like? What kind of language does Pisces use? What moves Pisces? What upsets Pisces is what I'm getting here. So your privacy is your protection. If people don't know what to attack, all they can do is assume. Someone may have had a very different idea of you than who you really are, and you just let them have that idea. You didn't correct them, you didn't explain yourself, you didn't justify anything. You just let them have whatever ideas they want to have. Yeah, drama, because you don't care about the drama. This doesn't do anything for you, is what I'm getting here. You have priorities to focus on. Okay, human lie detector. Someone thought that your kindness or your generosity or you being nice meant that you were a specific type of person, and they're not realizing that you have a shadow self, that you have actually integrated your shadow. Yeah, you're using your shadow to achieve your purpose, to achieve your dreams, to make your goals happen for you. Your shadow is not working against you. A lot of people think of the shadow as something that is negative, but when it is integrated with your light, it works in your favor. 11:11 on the clock. Yeah, Pisces, you've been able to do something that a lot of people spend their entire life trying to do. Whether they're looking for that energy in another person, whether they're looking to feel whole or complete with other people, you have integrated yourself to where you are a whole and complete being. You're not looking for anyone to fulfill you. You are not looking for anyone to tell you who you are or to give meaning to your life. You already have that for yourself. You are a complete being. Yeah, you're not looking for your other half. You are your other half. Block and delete. There's a lot of people that feel empty or are looking, they're looking for meaning or purpose, or they're looking for distractions outside of themselves because they haven't done the inner work. So they're not necessarily on your level. They don't understand the way that you think. They don't understand the way that you operate. And when you have priorities, you can't entertain the drama. You can't just waste time is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? Can't stop thinking about you. Someone that had a judgment or an idea about you, they're being proven wrong and they don't know where they went wrong. They were so sure about you. They were so sure that they knew you, that they understood you. They put you in a category, is what I'm getting here, and you shocked them because you are the complete opposite of what they thought you were. Okay, I don't know who this is to you. Yeah, control your energy. You are being very disciplined with your energy. You're not letting your time or energy or focus go to things that don't benefit you. Yeah, someone here feels like their life is in pieces or their life is a mess. And because they see that you have a good head on your shoulders, they kind of want to involve you in their drama so that you can help them fix their life or that you can save them. But you don't save people, Pisces. You may guide people, but you don't save them. They have to save themselves, okay? Can't stop thinking about you. Someone here feels like you can help them, but I'm not getting the fact that they're wanting help. I'm getting this person wants to bring you into the drama or they want to bring you into the chaos. They're not trying to change. They're just trying to get someone to validate what they're feeling. Okay, you're not a free therapist, is what I just heard. Dark feminine energy. People can't mess with your shadow. That's the thing. If you are just light, people are going to walk all over you. People are going to take you for granted. People are going to want to take from you because they just see you as light. Okay, people see light or kindness as weakness. But when you have a shadow to protect your light, when you have a strong masculine to protect your feminine within, people can't mess with that. Some people that consider themselves feminine look for masculine energy outside of themselves. Other people that consider themselves masculine look for feminine energy outside of themselves, meaning they're always needing something or someone to fulfill them or to make them feel whole or balanced or complete. But you are a whole being. You already went through the integration. You're not looking for a feminine or a masculine because you are both. Someone here doesn't understand that, okay? Your spiritual level compared to theirs is very, very different. Not to say that someone is better than somebody else, but you have done the work. You have made sacrifices. You have made tough decisions that some people are not willing to make. Some people just like the drama, okay? I keep hearing, what's the tea? You don't care about the tea. You don't like drama. You don't like conflict or, yeah, it doesn't serve a purpose in your life, is what I'm getting here. Your dark feminine energy is not allowing people to cross your boundaries, and they're not happy about that. Again, someone made an assumption about you that is not at all who you are. Okay? They feel deceived because they made a decision about you that has nothing to do with who you really are. So they feel like you deceived them because you didn't show this other side of you. Yeah, Pisces, you are not meant to be messed with, okay? I meant what I said. You're standing on business. I don't know who this is to you, but with block and delete, you know exactly what to do when someone is stepping out of line or someone is trying to test the boundaries. You don't have time for that, okay? You have priorities, is what I'm getting here. As I was shuffling your cards, I heard, who are you? Okay, someone here, they're surprised or they're shocked. Again, they were so sure that they knew you or they were so sure that they understood you, but they're shocked at the fact that it's not at all who you are. Okay, they made a bad judgment about you. They jumped into conclusions, is what I'm getting here. I don't know if you were kind or nice to someone. I don't know if you extended a helping hand, but that person thought that they were going to be able to take more from you, that they were going to get you to do their bidding, or that they were going to bring you into their drama and maybe use you as the mediator or as the therapist or as the diplomat. Okay, Pisces, no. Okay, is what I'm getting here. You have priorities. You are not a free therapist. Control your energy and emotional discipline. You can't do the work for other people. You can help guide someone if they're a friend to you, but some people just want to stay in the drama. They're not trying to change. They're just trying to get people to hear their story and to engage and to agree with them, but they're not looking to change. They're not looking to improve, and you don't have time for that. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify human lie detector. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? Nine of Pentacles. They can't mess with your independence. I'm getting a message here that someone was trying to attach themselves to you. They were trying to ride the wave with you, and not in the sense that they're willing to do the work, not in the sense that they're willing to team up and work together towards a common goal. No, they were trying to ride off of the momentum, off of the wave that you created. They were trying to hook their wagon onto yours. It's almost like they wanted a free pass because you're doing the work, because you're making the tough decisions. They wanted a free pass, is what I'm getting here. They wanted to ride off of your coattails because the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is independent, self sufficient. It is someone who is very abundant. Okay, Nine of Pentacles is pre Empress energy. A lot of growth, a lot of wealth, a lot of abundance around you. I'm hearing the word aesthetically pleasing or beautifying things. Because you're beautiful on the inside, everything around you is also beautiful. It's an energetic thing, and someone wanted that energy without actually doing the work. So that is vampiric. When someone is just trying to take energy and they're not giving anything back because they haven't done the work, that is being parasitic. That is being vampiric and trying to steal energy. You didn't allow someone to attach themselves to you. This person wanted to become an anchor. They wanted to feed off of your energy while still staying in the drama and not changing. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify human lie detector. Page of Pentacles. They can't destabilize you. Someone thought that they had more power over you, that what they said or what they did was going to affect you or was going to change your decisions. And they're noticing that they don't really have an effect on you. They don't hold that position of power in your life. The Page of Pentacles is someone who's very grounded, someone who knows themselves, someone who found an inner balance within them, a 0 point that people can't rattle. Someone else's actions, someone else's words is not going to change your position, is what I'm getting here. They thought they had more power. They gave themselves too much credit, is what I'm getting here. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth. These are the physical things. You are very grounded within your own energy, and you have solidified yourself. People can't change you. They can't change your mind or your decisions because you already know who you are. Tell me more. Clarify human lie detector. Death and rebirth. You went through a transformation to where you are unrecognizable. If in the past you were very open and very giving to the point where you would put other people before your own needs or you would sacrifice yourself for other people, you're no longer doing that. And they don't recognize this new version of you because you used to put your hands in the fire for other people. People expected you to save them or to be there for them or be their free therapist while they were still choosing to engage with the drama. Okay? Death and rebirth, you're no longer doing that. All that energy you're putting back into yourself, and they can't destabilize you. You already know who you are, and you know how to get grounded. Okay? Page of Pentacles, they can't disturb your peace. You are choosing your peace over their chaos. Nine of Pentacles, spiritual and material satisfaction, personal achievement, inner peace, milestones met and celebrated. The energy of a successful harvest, contentment. Okay, it's also card number 9. We are in the month of September. September, October, November, they're going to be very positive, good, abundant months for you. And what I'm getting here with the number 9 is that a lot of things have come to a conclusion. You're no longer feeding timelines that don't serve you. All your energy is going towards the future. It's no longer going towards the past. There's a lot of breaking free, whether it's karmic cycles or bad habits, or people that are trying to pull you off of your path, or people that are trying to distract you or pull you into the drama. Okay? Number 9 is the conclusion. Okay, you're wrapping up cycles, you're tying up loose ends. This is a card of a major harvest. You know those moments when everything feels a little bit brighter? You are reaching one of those moments, a culmination of hard work and desire, when you will be stepping into your manifested hopes. And these moments of spiritual material bliss are highly personal and serve as funnels of glowing success. Look for this feeling as it surges into your heart and use its power to move mountains. Spread love and enjoy your harvest. Go ahead and bask, you deserve it. Spending some time alone will help you process your progress, then celebrate. In shadow, this card suggests that you may be working too hard and not seeing enough in return. Examine feelings of self-worth and look at your energy balances in and out. The rewards must always equal your energy expenditure. And if you sense an imbalance, then it's time to make amends. The harmony and harvest you seek are in front of you now. Your affirmation is, I enjoy the bliss and abundance that I have sown. Pisces, yes, major rewards, major blessings are coming your way. And the Page of Pentacles is very important because this allows you to stay grounded no matter what's happening outside of you. This allows you to regulate your emotions and to regulate your nervous system because there's an energy or a presence of stillness. And I'm hearing the word peace. You did not allow someone else's chaos to disturb your peace because you worked hard for your peace. And with the death and rebirth, you have transformed. You're a completely different version of self. To whereas if in the past you may have allowed people to pull you into drama, you may have allowed people to, I don't know what this is, almost harvest your energy or take your energy because you thought you were helping them. You have realized that you can't save other people. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. 24 on the clock. You did a lot for other people, and that energy did not come back. It may have come back through other avenues, but that creates an imbalance in a relationship. Okay, there has to be an equal give and take, and you can't just be saving people. You can't just be giving your energy away, is what I'm getting here. This new version of you has boundaries. This new version of you is not saving people. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Someone expected you to save them, and they did not want to change. They wanted to go back to their old ways, drama, and you have emotional discipline. You're not allowing their chaos and their bad decisions to affect your life. I just heard, Pisces, you changed. Okay, a lot of people, they're not happy at the fact that you changed because they used to get more out of you. They used to benefit from you not having boundaries or being willing to sacrifice yourself to help them. That's what it's really about. They may call you selfish because they can't manipulate you, because they can't take what they want. They have to be willing to do the work. I meant what I said. You are standing on business and they're realizing that nothing they say, nothing they do is going to change your mind. Holy Spirit, give me a message for the Page of Pentacles. What do you want Pisces to know about the Page of Pentacles? Manipulation. Your groundedness, your inner peace does not allow you to get manipulated because you can see things from the outside looking in. When you are in a situation and someone gets your emotions riled up, when you believe somebody's narrative or somebody's story and you buy into whatever they're trying to sell you with drama, it's almost like someone wanted you to take a side, wanted to pull you into their drama, okay, so that you were going to be the mediator or the free therapist or the diplomat trying to be the peacemaker. You didn't allow their chaos to disturb your peace. And because you're very grounded within yourself, because you're taking things slow, because you found your inner stillness, you can see manipulation from miles away. They can't manipulate your emotions because you are grounded. You are rooted within yourself. You're not allowing someone's chaos to seep into your life. You're not taking it as your own. To whereas in the past, you were so caring and so empathetic that when you connected with someone that you cared about, you made their problems your problems. That's how much you care about people. But now you're realizing that people make bad decisions, and if they don't want to change, that shouldn't have to affect your life. Okay? You are focusing on your priorities, and manipulation is not a part of the plan. You are seeing other people's agendas or other people's intentions. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me one more card for the Page of Pentacles. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know about the Page of Pentacles? Believe it to see it. You are manifesting something at this time. Intimidated by you, Pisces, yes. Someone thought that you were going to buy into their story or that you were going to match their energy. I'm getting chaotic energy. Someone wanted you to, I don't know if they wanted you to believe them or take their side or back them up in some way. But this person is not willing to change. They're still making bad decisions, and you're not going to sacrifice yourself and put your hands in the fire for someone who's going to jump right in. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. You're not going to sacrifice yourself for somebody else. Okay, block and delete. If someone is disturbing your peace, you are removing that person out of your life. You don't have negative feelings towards that person. You don't love them or hate them. You just nothing them. Okay, with block and delete, this is the removal of energy. When someone is choosing to move in the wrong direction, you're not going to allow them to mislead you. You're not going to allow them to pull you into their chaos. Believe it to see it. You are manifesting something and you have priorities to tend to. Page of Pentacles. Progress happens one life stage at a time, and you must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. Exactly. Believe it to see it. You are manifesting dreams. You are achieving goals. You don't have time for drama. You don't have time for any kind of chaotic energy that's going to pull you off your path. You don't have time for distractions because you have priorities. There may be pieces that still need to fall into alignment, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to arrive. You are in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. Yeah, you are in power. No one else can control your life unless you allow them to. No one can lie to you or manipulate you unless you allow it. Because sometimes you may know that someone is lying, but you still want to believe them. You still want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And that's no longer how you operate. Okay, death and rebirth. You have changed, and people don't like this new version because they can't get their way with you, is what I'm getting here. New perspectives and upgrades of consciousness are on the way. So use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. You have to think about your future at this time. You are not stuck in the past. There's a lot of people that are stuck on a past version of you or are still feeding the past. They haven't moved on, they're stuck. And you are being guided to focus on your future, to focus on the excitement for what's to come versus the disappointments or the sadnesses or the drama of the past. Page of Pentacles. You have goals, you have dreams, and you have priorities. Your affirmation is, I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead and meet my dreams. You are making it happen. You are connecting two and two. Your dream, your purpose, your mission, and also the practical actions that you have to take to make it happen. It's not just spiritual, it's not just material, it's both. You are merging two realities, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, this requires a level of balance. And this is why you can't allow the wrong people around you. You can't allow certain distractions to pull you off your path. Because in order to make something happen, you have to have all the elements. Okay, believe it to see it. Yes, you have the ability to manifest, but you also have the ability to take action and to ground your dreams, to make them real. We activate practical magic with our hopes and we pull energy up from the earth and bring it into form. You are using both. You're using your spirituality and your ability to take action. There's some kind of merging here. You are whole and complete. You've done something that a lot of people spend their entire lives searching for, whether they search for it in a person, in a vice, or in distractions. You have merged two energies within you, your feminine, your masculine, your shadow and your light, the spiritual side to things and also the physical side to things. Yeah, there's something here about maintaining your balance and not allowing yourself to be distracted or pulled into chaos. Stay the path is what I just heard. 32:32 on the clock. I'm also getting a message here that if someone wants to be in your life, you're no longer going down to their level to meet them where they are, whereas you used to do that in the past. You are now allowing them to prove themselves and to rise to your level if they want to meet, if they want to be in your life. Because you're not going to descend into the drama. You're not going to descend into the chaos. You have priorities. You have places to be. You have people to meet. And death and rebirth, they don't like this new version because they can't manipulate you. They can't get their way. And you have boundaries. The only people that don't like your boundaries are the people that used to take advantage of you not having any boundaries. 34:34 on the clock. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities, a lot of angel numbers, because Spirit wants to reassure you on your path. You are on the right path. Keep moving forward, is what I just heard. Angel number 3232 carries with it the energies of love, faith, and hope, encouragement, and trust from the divine realm and the universe. These are the gifts that you possess, and you need to use them to make a life for yourself. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to take charge of your life. Make your life what you want it to become. Live life knowing that life is short and you have time to live it to the fullest. Do things that will make your life better and indulge in activities that will equally make you a better person. Keep the faith when things are both good and bad. Also getting a message here, Pisces. I don't know what your spiritual beliefs may be, but there is power in prayer. Whether you're praying to your higher self, to the universe, to God, to your angels, and you are being divinely helped. So ask for your needs to be met. Pray about it, is what I'm getting here. It says you should always communicate with the divine realm through prayer and meditation. You pray to communicate and you meditate to listen. So when you're praying, you are asking, you are talking to God or the universe or your higher self. But when you meditate, that is when you receive the answers. That is when you receive the solutions. The divine realm will know what you need and will help you with it. Your prayers will be answered so long as you believe and trust in the power of the divine realm. That's why it says here, believe it to see it. This is why you have to have a strong faith. Pisces, I'm getting here that you are a master manifester. The way that things come about in your life may not make sense to other people, but that's the divine's hand in your life. That is God's hand. You do have some kind of divine intervention. You do have some kind of divine favor. I keep hearing the power of prayer. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being heard. Talk to God. Talk to your higher self. Talk to your guardian angels. You should not seek them when you have problems, but seek them even in times of happiness and joy. Your guardian angels will always be by your side to guide you, support you, and advise you. Appreciate everything that your guardian angels do in your life. It does not hurt to express gratitude at all times, and gratitude has a very high vibration to keep you in a level where you're not interacting with lower vibrational energy. So if you stay in a high vibrational timeline, you're not going to go through drama or chaos or people that have, I don't know what this is, because drama can be people that are confrontational, people that just like to engage, they like the drama, they like the tea. And as long as you stay in a high vibration of gratitude, you're not going to cross paths with a timeline that's down here. 3232 meaning encourages you to maintain a positive attitude, even if you're going through hard times. Believe that you can overcome all the challenges that have come your way in life. Positivity will make challenges look easier to tackle when you focus on the right things. With a positive outlook in life, you will attract great opportunities. Grasp every opportunity that comes your way and make the best out of it. Your guardian angels will help you in making the right decisions and the right choices to enable you to achieve your dreams. So that's angel number 3232. You're going to start to see synchronicities, is what I'm getting here. With intimidated by you, I'm getting that some people are intimidated by the fact that you know who you are and you've already made up your mind. People can't sway your mind. They can't change your mind or manipulate you into doing their bidding or into going back to an old timeline. It's like someone wanted to pull you into their chaos or into their drama because they wanted some kind of validation. They wanted you to be the peacemaker. Yeah, okay, believe it to see it. Your faith is going to take you very far, is what I'm getting here. Page of Pentacles. You are merging something spiritual with something physical. You are making something real. You are grounding the energy. It's not just a dream. It's not just an idea. You're making it happen. You're taking the daily steps. Your guardian angels ask you to maintain a positive attitude, positive thoughts, and expectations in regards to the direction of your life. Stay focused on your aspirations, goals, and expectations, and stay centered and balanced within yourself. We have the same message coming in again. That is the Page of Pentacles. Being centered and focused and balanced within yourself. This is your inner stillness. This is your inner peace. This Page of Pentacles. As long as you're grounded within yourself, people can't trigger you, people can't pull you into their drama, they can't destabilize you. Have faith and trust that your present course is the right one for you and is in line with your life purpose. Stay strong in your convictions and listen to your intuition and inner wisdom. Angel number 3232 tells you that your angels are currently helping and guiding you through your next life steps and actions. Use your divine abilities to guide your thoughts, intentions, and actions in a positive, uplifting, and empowering way. And express your truths with confidence and grace. Communicate with others on a spiritual level. I'm getting, Pisces, that in the past, when people wanted your help or people wanted you to save them in a way, they would pull you down to their level. They would pull you down to their chaos, saying that you can't help someone if you're in the same situation. You have to stay in a high vibration in order to be able to help someone. Let's say that someone falls in a ditch. If you go down in that ditch with them, how are you going to pull them up? You can't help if you go down to that level, is what I'm getting here. So it's very important that you stay positive, that you stay high vibrational, and that you don't allow someone to pull you into their chaos. Because some people will accept your help only to go right back into the situation or make bad decisions. Okay, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Some people were feeling entitled to your energy or to what you could do for them. I'm getting here, you don't owe anybody anything. If people don't want to help themselves, you can't do it for them, is what I'm getting here. Okay, believe it to see it. Your faith is going to take you far. Paying attention to what is taking place in the present moment allows you to find blessings, joy, and satisfaction in all things. Pay attention to what is going on around you each and every moment and seek out the joys and blessings presenting to you. I'm getting here the need to connect to the energy of gratitude so that you can stay high vibrational no matter what people are trying with you, no matter what kinds of curveballs people are throwing your way. Yeah, Pisces, you're not falling for the games, and people are realizing that they can't manipulate you. They don't like this new version of you because they can't get their way. You transformed, is what I'm getting here. I'm hearing the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, a death needs to happen first before there is a rebirth. Okay, but they go hand in hand. Every beginning comes with an ending, and every ending comes with a new beginning. You went through the process, is what I'm getting here. And you may have tried to guide other people through this process, but you're realizing that unless these people want to change, unless they want to do the work, you can't do it for them. So there is a need to focus on your priorities. Death and rebirth. I allow myself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings. Welcome the possibilities of something new and allow this space to come to a graceful end. Look towards the magic of this newfound horizon because underneath its morbid exterior, the death card heralds exciting times filled with brightness and so much potential. New light awaits. Yeah. Cycles of transformation, rebirth, transitions, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, endings, and initiation process. Pisces, you have transformed, is what I'm getting here. You're no longer in this in between phase. You've already made it out to the other side. Block and delete. You had to let some people go because they were trying to pull you down, they were trying to keep you stuck. Holy Spirit, clarify block and delete. What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? King of Swords, you are being stoic, you are using your intelligence, you are looking at the facts, you're looking at the results, you're not just observing people's potential or being hopeful about something, you're looking at the facts, is what I'm getting here. And there's some kind of emotional detachment, some kind of stoic energy that is not allowing people to rattle your emotions or to get a reaction out of you. They can't get a rise out of you. With block and delete, you are making intelligent choices. If you have to sever ties, if you have to cut cords, if you have to block and delete, you're not thinking twice about it. It's not coming from a place of trying to hurt people. It's coming from a place of intelligence. It's coming from a place of wisdom and intelligence. Okay, King of Swords, block and delete. People feel like you don't have a heart or you don't have feelings or that you've gone cold. But you're simply not willing to deal with the games. You're not willing to put up with manipulation. You're taking manipulation or games as a sign of disrespect. And what do you do with disrespect? You cut it off. You sever ties. You block and delete. You don't give them a chance to try and manipulate you again or to lie. Because if someone disrespected you, or if someone lied to you, or if someone tried to manipulate you, why would you give them a chance to come clean? Or why would you give them a chance to explain themselves? They already did it. Unless they have a time machine, there's no way to really fix that because they already showed you their true colors. So people are viewing you as stoic or unemotional or robotic in a sense because you're not opening up your heart for the games. Yeah, Pisces, I'm getting here that someone expected something from you. Someone thought that you were different, or they made an assumption about you to where they thought you were going to be an easy target, or they thought that you were going to be easy to manipulate. Yeah, King of Swords. You're very intelligent, but you don't necessarily show it. You allow people to show you their true colors, and then you make a decision. Okay, Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone here may perceive you as non committal or as someone who is willing to follow their heart or follow their dreams. Knight of Wands in the reverse. You don't have time for people who are flighty, for people who are inconsistent. You don't have time for people who don't even respect themselves and play all these games. Okay, because if people play games, they don't respect themselves. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I'm getting player, non-committal vibes, non-committal energy. I'm getting flighty energy, inconsistent, scattered. You don't have time for that. You are assessing things in a very cold way because if you attach your emotions to this, you may have biases, opinions, judgments, emotions that may cloud your vision. But if you just look at the facts and you look at the results and you make an intelligent, wise decision, you don't have to put up with this chaos. You don't have to put up with the confusion or the scatteredness because people that play games want you to be confused so that you don't really see what they're trying to do. But there is no confusion in your mind. You're showing up as a King of Swords. You're seeing things clearly for who and what they are. You're not falling for somebody's potential or for somebody's story. You're looking at the results, you're looking at the facts. And this is why block and delete is here. You already know what to do. Holy Spirit, clarify block and delete. What do you want Pisces to know about block and delete? Okay, the Fool, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Someone views you as guarded or very protective of yourself. Someone is trying to infiltrate your inner circle or find out information about you, but they can't because your privacy is your protection and power. They're trying to gather more information to make a better judgment about you because they got it all wrong. Okay, they made a judgment about you that was completely the opposite of who you really are, but they didn't see that because you were being humble or you were keeping things to yourself. Nine of Wands in the reverse. They view you as very guarded or having your walls up, and they were trying to infiltrate. They were trying to find a way. I don't know if this is find a way into your heart or find a way into your emotions because they wanted to have some kind of power over you. But they're realizing Pisces is very smart. Pisces isn't taking any BS. Pisces isn't putting up with this. And Pisces knows when somebody is lying. Human lie detector. Yeah, you're looking at the facts, you're looking at the results. You're not allowing yourself to be pulled into the drama. You're not allowing someone to confuse you. Okay? Nine of Wands in the reverse, they view you as guarded and protective. And with the Fool, they may have thought that you were naive or innocent or didn't know what you were doing, okay, with the Fool energy, but that's not at all who you are. You may have the childlike nature of the Fool where you're still excited, where you're still joyful, where you're still happy about life and hopeful, but you also have the intelligence of the King of Swords. You also have the wisdom of the King of Swords. You already know what to do. You already know who you are, and nobody's going to take you off your path. The Fool energy is very childlike, not childish. Okay, this person thought that they were going to taint your purity or that they were going to be able to take advantage of you, is what I'm getting here. Ace of Wands in the reverse with a false start or false promises. Nine of Swords in the reverse. They wanted to create some kind of mental anguish. They wanted you to feel their pain or match their energy in some ways. Whatever kind of stress or anxiety or negativity they're going through, they wanted to bring you down to their level. But you've already made it out of the Nine of Swords. To be a King of Swords, you have to go through all the levels. You have to go through the Ace, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords to finally get here. You already went through the levels. They're not going to teach you anything new about what you've already learned. Okay, someone here thought that you didn't know, that they weren't going to be able to deceive you or take advantage of your childlike nature, that you were innocent in some way. Yeah, but you're also the King of Swords. This is a part of your duality. Yes, you can be happy and joyful and pure and childlike, but you can also be very intelligent. They don't know how you can be two things at once. And that's part of your duality. You are a Pisces. Two truths can be true at once. Yes, you can be childlike. Yes, you can be pure and excited for the future. But you also have a lot of experience and wisdom. Two truths can be true at once, is what I'm getting here. Someone thought that you were just a fool, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Nine of Swords in the reverse. They made a bad judgment. Knight of Wands in the reverse. You don't respect this kind of energy, is what I'm getting here. This is why it's clarifying, block, and delete. You don't have time for games. Someone was trying to break down your walls, or someone was trying to penetrate your boundaries. They want you to let down your guard around them. That's what they want. Nine of Wands in the reverse. They want you to open up or let down your guard because they're trying to infiltrate. They're trying to get past your walls and your boundaries, but they can't because this person doesn't have good intentions. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Block and delete. Okay, all of these cards are clarifying, block and delete. Some people are not meant to be in your life. That's why you have boundaries. That's why you have walls. You built them for a reason. They're not there just to be there. They're not there as decoration. You built these walls for a reason. They're meant to protect you. Someone here was trying to pretend to be your friend or wanted to overshare because they wanted you to overshare, because they wanted you to feel comfortable so that you would let down your walls. But this person doesn't have good intentions. Knight of Wands in the reverse and then Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's almost like they want you to be on the same level. They're trying to bring you down, okay? They're trying to pull you into some kind of drama here. You've done a lot of work to get here, okay? King of Swords, this is a very difficult journey. To arrive at the King of Swords, you have had to go through a lot of lessons, a lot of challenging times to finally attain this level of clarity and wisdom. You didn't get here by accident. So someone was trying to pull you down to their level because they thought that you were better than, because they're in a Nine of Swords, because of their life choices, because of their bad decisions, and they wanted to pull you down. Okay? Someone here wanted you to open up, or they wanted to get past your walls, but they're not meant to. You built these walls for a reason, for people like them not to enter your life, and you have the ability to block and delete. Someone was trying to get you emotionally attached, okay, but that's not how you operate. King of Swords, you are stoic. Some of you have strong Aquarius placements in your chart or strong air placements. Yeah, you are very intelligent. Yes, you may have the emotions and a big heart. You may have compassion and empathy, but you also have clarity of mind and intelligence. You are using your head to live with your heart. You're not just following your emotions, you are using your logic and your intelligence as well. You are well rounded and balanced. You have a good head on your shoulders, and somebody's chaos is not going to become your own. You're not going to go down to their level, is what I'm getting here. You can't help someone if you are in the same situation. You have to be up here if you're trying to pull somebody up. I'm getting here, someone doesn't want to change. They like the pain, they like the drama. Okay? And you just don't operate like that. Okay? You have priorities. King of Swords, you can see things clearly and you can see somebody's karmic cycles playing out. This is why human lie detector is here. Someone thought that you were going to be an easy target, or that you were going to be too naive to see what they were trying to do. Someone assumed that because you were a Pisces, that you were going to be emotionally giving, empathetic, compassionate, that you were just going to put up with the games. But they didn't realize that you're also a King of Swords. So your rising may be an air sign, or your moon sign may be an air sign. With the King of Swords, I'm also getting another message here that someone made an assumption about you. Okay, with the full energy, that you were either pure or innocent or naive in some way. Maybe they made an assumption about your zodiac sign. If you told someone that you were a Pisces, maybe they assumed that you were going to be a certain type of way, that you were going to put up with their BS, or that you were going to be caring, loving, compassionate, and empathetic, but they didn't realize that you're also a King of Swords. So you have strong air placements in your chart. For some of you, Aquarius, okay, it could be any air sign, but you are a Pisces. You have all 12 signs within you. With the King of Swords, you have a clarity of mind, you have a sharpness, you have an intelligence that you don't really show. People have to get to know you to see this other side. You may just show this carefree side of you, this happy side of you, and people may make assumptions based off of that. Maybe thinking that you're going to be kind, generous, giving, that you're going to put up with a lot of things, but they don't realize that you also have a King of Swords to protect you. You're not just the Fool, you're also the King of Swords. And the Nine of Wands in the reverse, I'm getting here that someone was oversharing or telling you certain information because they expected you to open up. They wanted you to let down your walls or let down your boundaries. Nine of Wands in the reverse, someone was trying to make you feel comfortable or oversharing because they wanted you to also open up, but it wasn't coming from a good place. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is not sincere or genuine energy. This is clarifying block and delete. So be careful who you call a friend. Be careful who you share with, and be careful what you tell them. Holy Spirit, clarify the Knight of Wands in the reverse for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Wands in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Wands in the reverse? The Devil. Someone here has a tendency to make poor decisions or have some kind of toxic energy or negative energy around them. They may have some kind of addictions, or they may be stuck in a karmic cycle. I'm getting Pisces, someone here likes the drama. They like the chaos. They like the problems. They seek out that energy. If they find something peaceful, they try to disturb the peace because this person feeds on that negative energy. So someone here that may have asked you for help or may have expected you to help them, they create their own chaos. They created their own hell by making bad decisions. So you can't save someone just for them to go back to making bad decisions. Okay, someone here is stuck in a karmic cycle. They like the negativity, they like the toxicity, they like the pain, they like the drama, they like the chaos. Okay, I keep hearing, what's the tea? Okay, this person likes the drama. We also have the Judgment in the reverse. This person has bad judgment. They don't know how to discern somebody's character. Okay, this person makes bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. The Moon in the reverse. They don't understand why they do this. They just find themselves in problems all the time or in negative situations. Because I'm getting with the Moon energy, it's subconscious. This person may have a lot of trauma or addictions or toxic behaviors that pull them back into the same cycle. And even though they logically understand it, some kind of subconscious behaviors pull them right back into it. Again, they like it, okay? They feed on this negative energy. So, how are you going to sacrifice yourself, put your hands in the fire for someone, and save them for them to just jump right off, okay? I'm getting someone here, it doesn't matter how much help they receive, they keep making bad decisions or they keep going back into the same toxic cycles. Okay, they feed off of drama, they feed off of toxic energy, they like it, okay, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Nine of Swords in the reverse. They create their own pain. They create their own trauma. Okay, I heard trauma specifically. Okay, Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. This person's decisions have led them to a very emotionally unfulfilling life or a very sad life. Okay, there's some kind of emptiness that this person is trying to fill. And the way that they try and fill this emptiness is with chaos, drama, toxicity, negativity, addictions, vices. Yeah, you can't do somebody's healing work. If you try to save someone or help them, they have to be willing to help themselves. You can't sacrifice yourself for this person. Okay, King of Swords, you understand that. Even if you have the best intentions for this person or you wish them the best, you can't do the work for them. Okay, this is why it says block and delete. Sometimes you have to allow people to make their own decisions because you can't control another person. They have free will. And if they're choosing to do negative things or make bad decisions with their free will, have a bad judgment, not be able to discern, if you connect yourself to that person, they're going to bring you into the drama and the chaos, and you don't belong there. King of Swords. You've already went through all these lessons, through all this inner work and this entire journey of becoming this King of Swords. You're not going to get pulled back into the games. Someone here doesn't understand the way that you think because they haven't done the inner work. Five of Cups. They're sad, they're empty, and they're deciding to fill this emptiness with bad things, negative things, okay? They don't have good judgment. The judgment is in the reverse. There's something here that they're running away from or something here that they're avoiding. Spirit, give me a few more messages for this Knight of Wands in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Wands in the reverse? I'm getting this person, they don't face things. They run away from things or they avoid them and then they make the same bad decision over and over again. This is why the Devil talks about a karmic cycle. This is why the Devil has ties on this person. Okay, this person is in deep, but they have created this hell for themselves. Give me a few more messages for the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Raise or promotion. Someone here is jealous or envious at the fact that you're moving up, at the fact that you're succeeding because you're making the right decisions. You are being honest within yourself. This is why you're at the King of Swords level. Okay, this does represent honesty. This does represent clarity and transparency. There's nothing here for you to hide. And this is why the King of Swords has two swords. There's one sword back here and another one in hand, meaning that you are ready to make tough choices. You are ready to sever ties, block and delete, and remove yourself from situations that are not beneficial. As you can see here, the owl represents wisdom. The bat represents the ability to make good choices even in darkness, because bats can't see. They have to follow frequency. Okay? And then you have the raven or the crow, which is a very intelligent animal. And then you have the dragonfly. You have the ability to transform yourself. So you have integrated so many different parts of yourself to where you are on a whole another level. Okay? And someone here is just stuck. They want you to save them. They're trying to reach out for your hand, but not for you to pull them up. They want to pull you down. It's a lot easier to pull someone down than to pull someone up. Because if you make a bad choice or if you make the wrong decision, this person is going to feel better about themselves for the bad choices they've made. Okay, but you're not on that level. King of Swords, if you have to block and delete, do so. Break the habit. You can't save someone that doesn't want to be saved. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for the King of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about the King of Swords? What do you want Pisces to know about the King of Swords? ROI. You are focusing on your return of investment. You have healthy and ROI, clarifying the King of Swords. You are making healthy decisions for yourself. You are doing the right thing. And again, you're making the tough choices. You're having the hard conversations. King of Swords, there is no sugarcoating. You're being very honest about your intentions. Whereas this person was trying to deceive you because they were trying to pull you down. It's almost like they're reaching their hand out for you to pull them up, but they actually want to pull you down. You're focusing on your return of investment. If you are focusing on a project, on a business, or on a career, what is your return of investment? If you are investing your energy into a friendship or a person, are you receiving that energy back? Is it a good investment for you? Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Because if you are investing into a person and all you're getting is lies, deceit, games, drama, chaos, then that's not a good return of investment. But with ROI, you're making the right choices, you're having the hard conversations, and you're being honest about it. You're not letting someone pull you into their games. Okay, you're not taking any BS from anyone. You are ready to sever ties. You may be a lover, but you had to become a fighter, is what I'm getting here. So ROI, healthy, okay, you're doing the right thing, and that's not always easy. Okay, this is why you're being rewarded by the divine. This person almost feels triggered by your success because they're not making good decisions and they know it. It's almost like viewing you and viewing the blessings and the rewards that you have in your life because you made the right choices. There's a anger, there's a rage, or there's a level of jealousy. Whereas this person may think that you think that you're better than, okay? But it's not that. You just love yourself too much to make the wrong choices, to allow yourself to be in a toxic cycle or to be in some kind of a karmic loop. You're making good choices for yourself. You're staying healthy. You're focusing on your return of investment and you're being rewarded for that. Okay? It's almost like this person would feel better if you made a bad choice because it would justify their bad decisions. Okay? This is not someone that wants to see you win. This is someone that may reach out because they may pretend to want help, but they're just trying to pull you into the mess. So, Pisces, focus on your priorities. Do not allow their drama to become your own. Because when you love someone, when you care about them, whether it's a family member, a friend, a relationship, because you have a big heart, because you have empathy, people have used that against you and have brought you into their drama. They've made their problems your problems. And when it's someone that you care about and you're truly trying to help, but they keep going back to this devil energy, there's nothing you can do for them. Okay, they have to be able to do it for themselves. You can lead the horse to water, you can't force it to drink. This person does know what the right thing is, but they're choosing not to do that. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, they're being faced with a mirror. They're watching you succeed and they're watching you make the right choices, whereas they're being confronted by their own toxic ways. And it's not that they don't know, is that they're choosing not to do better. They like the pain, they like the chaos. Maybe it's a trauma response. Whatever this is, it's toxic. But this person has created a toxic life around them and they continue to choose that. Yeah, you can't control another person. They have to want better for themselves. Holy Spirit, clarify can't stop thinking about you. What do you want Pisces to know about can't stop thinking about you? There's something that you said to somebody, and I don't know what this is, Pisces. You may have thought that it was a normal conversation, but it hit them like a tower moment. Okay, I don't know what this is, but you shattered somebody's illusion. You shattered some kind of delusion they had. I don't know what this is. You said something, Pisces, that literally had someone going through a spiritual awakening. And I'm getting that the universe, God, the divine had aligned that moment for a reason. Okay, you said something that really impacted a person and is having them face their reality. It's having them face the truth because this person has lied to themselves and created delusions to justify their bad decisions, to justify their bad choices. They can't forget what you said. They keep replaying what you said. You may think that you're just having normal conversations with people, but what you're saying is giving people realizations or tower moments. And it's almost like a divine intervention because people may have this idea or this delusion or illusion that things are a certain way, that they can't change it. And it's almost like they're trying to justify a bad decision by making another bad decision. But you said something that is forcing someone to take accountability and they can't stop thinking about it. They're replaying something you said over and over again. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify can't stop thinking about you. What do you want Pisces to know about this? Okay, Seven of Wands in the reverse. Your boundaries are showing someone that they don't respect themselves and that they have no boundaries. Okay, Four of Wands in the reverse. You have appreciation for the simple things. You have appreciation for what's real. And there's an accomplishment, a success that you've been able to attain by making changes in your life, by being honest with yourself. They're trying to avoid a change. They don't want things to change, is what I'm getting here, but they're having to face the truth. This person was going down a very negative path, and it's almost like what you said is giving this person the chance or the opportunity to see things in a different light and to see that they actually have a choice in changing this. It's almost like this person was stuck in a victim mindset and making bad decision after bad decision to justify a negative decision or a bad choice. Okay, we had the judgment in the reverse, a bad judgment. Okay, I don't know if this person was saying that they didn't know something. Okay, they were making excuses because they didn't know something. Now they know. Okay, they're replaying something you said and it hasn't left their mind. Spirit spoke to this person through you. I don't know who this is to you. I don't know what this was about. Holy Spirit, tell me more. Give me a few more messages for can't stop thinking about you. What do you want Pisces to know about can't stop thinking about you? Love. You made them realize what love truly means. Love is not necessarily sacrifice or putting up with BS or lying to themselves about something. Love is real, okay? And love does not put you in a situation where you're having to sacrifice your values, your morals, your principles. This person is learning the real definition of love by how you love yourself or what actions you're taking for yourself. Take a step back. And 1111 Pisces, this person knows that you are heaven sent or that this was divinely aligned. It's almost like they're having some kind of divine intervention through you. And you may not even know. You were just having a normal conversation. This was not even your intention. But at the bottom of the deck, we have fake. This person is being fake with themselves. They're living a fake life where they know that it's not true, it's not in alignment, but they keep justifying bad decisions because they're living a fake life. So there's some kind of delusion here that this person is being called to break. And you showed up as some kind of divine intervention without even knowing. Okay? You said something that cracked the illusion. It created a tower moment in this person's life. Okay? You are teaching them what real love is, and love is not attachment. Yeah, 1111. They know that this was heaven sent. They know that this was some kind of divine intervention, and they're being forced to take a step back. I don't know who this is, Pisces. This may have even just been a stranger that you talked to that just randomly felt comfortable to tell you their deepest, darkest secrets. I don't know what this is, but you said something to someone that created a tower moment, and they were avoiding seeing the truth. They were trying to hold an illusion. Love is not attachment. And love is not necessarily sacrifice or taking disrespect from other people. 1111. They're being forced to see the reality. And I'm getting Pisces that this is a miracle. It's a miracle in disguise because this person was feeding an illusion. Okay, it says fake here. And they were justifying bad choices or bad decisions because they were living a fake life. So now they're being forced to acknowledge this. But as they do acknowledge this, they have a chance to change it. They have an opportunity to take control and to not be in the same toxic cycle. But are they going to make that decision? That is up to them. You can't control their decisions. God is not going to impose on their free will. But God is giving them the information, the resources that they need to make the change if they choose to. But they can choose to stay in a toxic cycle or they can choose to change it. But you are some kind of divine intervention without even knowing it. Okay, Spirit spoke through you and you created a tower moment, a good tower moment. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about Can't Stop Thinking About You? What do you want Pisces to know about Can't Stop Thinking About You? I heard emotional unavailability. Okay, this person may have a tendency to seek out toxic situations or emotionally unavailable things or people, and they're trying to justify their actions by saying that they have trauma. Okay, some kind of victim mindset. Whereas you have shattered that illusion because you also have trauma and you've also healed it and you've also made the right decisions. So they have no excuse. They're being faced with the truth. Okay. It says here frenemy. Okay. This person is not a friend to you, Pisces. So don't blur the lines. Okay. If this person could, they would. If this person could pull you down into the illusion, if they can pull you down to their delusion to get you to take their side or to get you to reassure them or tell them that they did the right thing, they're not able to do that. But if they could, they would. Okay, so don't blur the lines and don't confuse things because this person is not a friend to you. Okay, I was getting a message that this person was trying to get you to feel comfortable or to overshare or let down your walls around them. And now they're being faced with the truth. They're having to take a step back and really acknowledge why they're doing what they're doing. Why are they in this toxic cycle? Okay, if you have to, Pisces, block and delete because you have priorities. Okay, you're not meant to be saving people. People have to want to save themselves. Okay, toxic. Okay, this person is making bad life decisions, silent treatment. They're realizing that manipulation, controlling tactics, lies, illusions, they don't work on you. You are literally a human lie detector. You see through their games and you still have compassion and understanding for people, but that doesn't mean that you're going to go with their narrative. That doesn't mean that you're going to give in. That doesn't mean that you're going to allow them to run game or BS you. No, you meant what you said. You're standing on business. Pisces, I don't know who this is to you. I don't even know where this reading went. This took a turn because I was not expecting this. There's something here that Spirit wants you to do in your own life. There's a mission, there's a purpose that you're being called to. I don't know what this is, Pisces. We went a little bit over time, so I'm going to head over to the extended and we're going to dive deeper. I want to know what this is, what you're being called to focus on. What is it that you don't see coming, and what does Spirit want you to know about this person? In Spirit's final guidance and advice, for the ones of you that do resonate, the link is down below for the extended. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.